Welcome back for another edition of the Practice Peak, here live from Castle Coliseum. The Virginia Tech football team just recently wrapped up spring practice number 9. It seems like it's flying by, so let's hop right into the rundown and a couple notes of what I saw. So at that star linebacker position, Keontae Jenkins was limited, and it looks like he's going to be limited through the rest of spring. So obviously high 4-star Gabe Williams is going to kind of step up into that role, but he's a true freshman. So Brody Jones, a redshirt freshman, is working in front of him at that star position. But definitely something of note as we move through spring and into the spring game, seeing Gabe and both Brody and how Keontae can kind of get healthy going into the season. Now, along with that, a couple transfers that really stuck out at practice and have been having a great spring. Kamari Copeland as well as Sam Brumfield. So the defensive tackle, Kamari Copeland, honestly, along with his counterparts, Aeneas Peebles and Kelvin Gilliam, have all had great springs transferring in, making adjustments quickly, and as well as Sam Brumfield, really just dominating and taking a big step in that Mike linebacker position for the team. Now moving over to the offensive line, didn't really get to see much of their positional versatility and rotation at practice today, but they're definitely making changes, and I think the biggest telltale sign is going to be at the spring game, and we have a large open practice on Friday, and maybe see how some of those guys move around. But Braylon Moore had a good practice. Along with Braylon Moore, Montavious Cunningham looked good, along with redshirt freshmen Laith Ganem and Johnny Garrett. So it'll be interesting to see how those guys kind of continue to develop and mold. Along with that, moving over to the quarterback position battle, Kyron Jones, the established quarterback, one, lasered in today, tight windows, making great throws. Now behind him, Pop Watson was taking the number 2 reps, and he looked good. He was on, hitting guys in stride. Now Dylan Whitkey, he sort of had a little bit slower day, but still, I mean, a lot to be seen in that quarterback backup position battle. Moving along with that, the wide receiver position had a great day. I mean, this room is deep. We hear it all the time, but I mean, all the way top to bottom. Keelan Adams, Chance Wiggins had great days, all the way up to Daquan Felton and Ali Jennings, really just performing, showing out why this room is so special. Now, the field was a little wet, so there were a couple slips and things you'll see in spring, but nothing really of note there. Now, moving along with that, the tight end position, with Benji Gosnell sidelined, it's really allowing for HSG, Harris St. Germain, and Zeke Wimbush to step up. They both had pretty good days, but specifically Harris St. Germain, he's really showed great flashes this spring. Look for him to have a good rest of the summer and maybe even into the fall in an elevated role. And lastly, just touching on that safety position battle, both Jalen Jones and Mose Phillips looks like they had good practices. So nothing really of note there, but we'll keep you updated on all the updates as we continue through spring here on VTSCOOP.com. I'm Kolby Crawford, signing out from the Practice Peak.